This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? You have any questions on previous topic? You guys received recordings, I hope, right?
Yes.
Okay. So please download those recordings. When you click on that recording, it will ask you to download. So please download because over a period of time, those links will get expired. So better you download and save in your local computer. Okay. Please download and save in your local computer.
How long will this link be available?
Maybe I'm not sure. Okay, but download. Okay, download. Hello. Ah, okay, we'll forward. So then don't wait till it get expired. Okay. So just a click right. Once you get an email, it's a just matter of clicking that link and you will be able to save in your local computer. For that, why to wait for a long time? Okay. So please download. Okay. So I hope you guys created your practice environment. If not, please go ahead and create a practice environment. Start doing practice. Okay. So go to developer.salesforce.com, sign up. Please
Yeah.
create your practice.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Hey, this is Sam actually. This is my first day. So the
I
meeting
hope.
was just started.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. So please create your practice environment from this website. Okay. Go to developer.salesforce.com, sign up. But still, people will not do. But let's try to create your environments and start doing practice. So now let us log into our account. So what we did till today, we talk about the basic introduction, and then we talk about the basic navigation, how we can navigate in the system. And then yesterday we talk about creating an application, right? The custom application, custom app. So today we will talk about the database related. Okay, nothing but understanding the standard data model in Salesforce for Sales Cloud. So generally, if you take any software, okay, if we take any software, so how the data is going to be stored in a software? The data gets stored in a database, right? The data gets stored in a database, correct? It can be any database, Oracle or MS SQL, whatever, or MySQL, whatever it may be. I'm not pointing out one database, but generally the data gets stored in a database in a form of a table, right? What is a table? Table is nothing but collection of records, right? Now what do you mean by record? A record is nothing but the combination of rows and columns. The combination of rows and columns is nothing but the record. And the number of record forms the table, and the number of table forms the database, right? Correct. Now coming to Salesforce, okay? So how the data gets stored in Salesforce, okay? See, Salesforce also has its own database, but it follows Oracle, okay? So if you type in Google what is a Salesforce database, it shows Oracle, okay? Okay. So here also the data gets stored in a database, and Salesforce built its own database with the help of RDBMS concept. Means by using relational database management system, so Salesforce has been built its own database. Okay. So here also the data gets stored in a database in a form of object. Object. What do you mean by object? In Salesforce technology, it's a table only, but table we are calling as object. So we will store the data in the form of records here also, the combination of rows and fields. Okay. So fields only will call it as a columns. Okay. Now, in a general, in a very common language, if I want to tell how the data gets stored in Salesforce means just like a spreadsheet. So spreadsheet nothing but we everyone aware, right? Excel file, right? So in Excel, if you want to store data, what you do, you first define the columns, and then according to that, you will try to enter the information, right? Then number of records will be generated. Those you will store in a sheet, right? As you see here, let me open. See, so we have a column, right? And according to that, we see the information, right? Okay. So one record, it's a second record, third record, fourth record. Like that, number of record got stored, right, in a sheet. So number of sheets forms Excel. So consider Excel is one database. Each sheet is a table, and here in the table, the data gets stored with a combination of rows and columns, right? Just like however the data gets stored in Excel, the same way the data gets stored in Salesforce. If you go to any table here on the application, see account name, account site, billing state, phone field. These are the fields, and according to that, we see the information. So one record, second record, third record. Okay. So however you store the data in Excel, okay, the same way the data gets stored in Salesforce. So whatever we are able to see, this is a front end, this is an application, but in the back end also, in the database also, with the same format it gets stored. Okay. Now, so what are the different types of objects are available? Okay. So objects are two types. Objects are two types. One is a standard object, another one is a custom object. One is a standard object, another one is a custom object. Okay, one is a standard object, one is a standard object, another one is a custom object. Okay, now So remember, as an admin, okay, as a Salesforce admin, we will not perform any database related activities like restore the database, install the database, upgrade the database. No, we will not do. We will only perform a table related activities like if any table need to be created, the custom, nothing but an object, custom object need to be created, we will create. And in that object, if we need any fields, we will create. And then coming to the data part, bulk data, if you want to insert, update, delete, we will do. Okay, we will do, not other activities. Clear? Any questions? Any questions till now? Now, so now where we can see these objects. Okay, so as a user point of view, when the user is trying to access the Salesforce, okay, so he can see the tables on the app. Okay, so on the app, whatever he is able to see, what these are the tables, nothing but object names, the user. Now, as an admin, from where we can monitor, where we can perform the admin activity, go to setup. So here we have an option called object manager. Object manager. Okay. So here you can see the objects. So from here, if you need it, we can create custom objects. We can create, and once you created in the objects, if you want to create a fields, go to inside the object fields. We will create. Okay. Now, before that, let's try to understand what do you mean by label and API name. Okay. So object has a two names. One is a label name, another one is a API name. So remember, object has a two names. One is a label name, another one is a API name. So label name is nothing but object name only. So when the users are trying to see the object on the navigation bar, right? So on the app, on the navigation bar, whatever the name that they are able to see, this is a label name. So label name nothing but it's a display name for the user when they try to see the object. So API name means the system understandable name. API name means the system understandable name. Okay. API name means the system understandable name. Okay. So API stands for application program interface. API stands for application program interface. Okay. Next. A type, it's a standard object. A description, why we created. Last modified by means when it is recently modified. So deployed means ready to use. Deployed means ready to use. Now, so whether it is a standard object or custom object, okay, whether it is a standard object or custom object will have these two names, label and API name. Now, so we can change the object name, okay, so we can change the standard object name as well as custom object name. So why we need to change the name? So we can only change the label name, not the API name. For standard object, we can change the label name, not the API name. In which case we go with it. Let's say in the real time when the users are using the application. So the campaign they don't want to see as a campaign. They want to see the table name as a marketing. A lead they want to see as an inquiry. Okay. So how we can change? So go to setup. Okay. So there is an option called rename tabs and labels. Rename. Okay. Just type rename tabs and labels. Now from here, if you want to change, just edit. Now in the, for example, any table I'm just trying to change ACC, singular plural name again, save. So now go back and check on the app. Since it is a cloud-based solution, you can do a refresh so that you can see the recent changes. See, it went to ACCs. Now if you go to Object Manager, see API name not changed, only label name got changed. So it means that the standard object, if you rename only label name, we can rename, not the API name, not the API name. Okay. Can we revert back? Yes, you can revert back. Go to setup, rename tabs and labels. We can reset. Now go back and just check on the app or refresh. Here also it came right now. Any questions till now? Any questions? You will get an email. You might have given a proper email or not. Please check. Okay. Clear. Now, so let's try to understand what are the standard objects are available for Sales Cloud and Service Cloud here. So we see a lot of objects here, right? Okay, lot of objects. Do I need to understand about all of them? Not needed. So let's understand what are the objects that we have to understand here. So in this training, we are focusing on Sales Cloud and Service Cloud, right? Okay. So what are the standard objects are available for Sales Cloud? Okay. The standard objects are available for Sales Cloud are campaign, lead, account, contact, opportunity. For the Service Cloud, case, okay. So now let's try to understand what is these tables. What do you mean by these tables? Okay. So campaign means what type of data it will store when we use campaign. Let's try to understand. So let me try to explain these tables with a business scenario. Okay. To sell a product, what company will do? To sell a product, what company will do? So company first they do marketing, right? Okay. So consider they're selling a product to some individual persons like you and me. If we go to a store buy a product, So that business we will call it as a business to individual customer. We can also buy a product from any company. That is what B2B, business to business. Okay. So I'm taking B2B example here. Okay. So ABC, some RD company is selling a product to some other companies. Now, before selling a product, okay, before selling a product, what they have to do first? They have to do marketing, right? So how long they want to run the advertisement? Okay, what type of advertisement they want to run? Let's say this RD company want to sell laptops. To that they are running some advertisements. Maybe they are doing a banner ad, social media ad, whatever it may be. Okay. So how long they are going to be run the advertisement and what type of advertisement they want to run. Okay. Everything gets stored under campaign. Okay. So what campaign table stores? All the marketing and advertisement related information the campaign table stores. Okay. Now let's say the marketing is going on, maybe a telephonic email marketing or email marketing, social media marketing, banner ad, social media ad, whatever it may be. So once the marketing is going on, so in the marketing they will have a budget site like see the campaign table stores the marketing related information. So once the marketing is going on, they will have expectation, right? So how much business that we are going to be get, and how many inquiries that we get, and how the sales team is going to be closed, all the expectations, right, related to marketing and advertisement, and how much budget that going to be spent for this marketing, and how long they want to run the marketing. Everything gets stored under the campaign table. Okay. If you want to look at, just go to application, click new. Okay. Okay. So campaign name, okay, whether it is an active or not, and what type of campaign it is, and then are you planned or in progress or completed or aborted, okay, and then what type of uh, when to start, when to end, and what is the budget that you are expecting to run this campaign, means expected revenue, and what is the budget that you are spending, actual cost, and do you have any parent campaign, means this is a on maybe yearly you can have a campaign, on in middle you can run one campaign, yearly will be the parent and this will be the child. Okay, so like that. So campaign table stores all the marketing and advertisement related information. Okay. Next, lead. So once the marketing is going on, whatever the inquiries that they get, it gets stored in the lead table. So lead table stores all the inquiries. Okay. So now let's say some ABs, some company, this RD company is running an advertisement. That advertisement is seen by some company, and they pick up the phone and they pick up the phone and call to RD company saying that, okay, so we are from so and so company and we are looking for product. So lead nothing but, okay, it stores all the inquiries. Okay. So what type of what company? Let's say they now RD company is selling a product, right? They are doing an advertisement. In the advertisement, they're given their email IDs, toll free number, everything. Now some companies seen the ad and they pick up the phone and they contacted. The time that details will get stored in the lead table. So lead is nothing but so which company is looking for the product, the company name, and from the company who is the contact person, his phone number. Okay. So when they want to buy a product, what product they want to buy, everything gets stored under lead. Okay. Got it? Any questions till now? Now, so this inquiry will get assigned to sales executive, and the sales executive will pick up a phone and contact to them, and then he will do follow up. And if they say interested, see when initial inquiry comes, it gets stored under lead. Now on this inquiry, if the sales executive has to follow up and close the deal, he has to move into opportunity. So as per Salesforce standard sales procedure, so the lead has to convert it. So once it is converted, it get divided into three parts: account and then contact. Contact means the contact details from that company get stored under the contact. An opportunity means the complete lead information. So on this, the sales executive will follow all the sales procedure to close the deal. He, when to convert means the lead when he has to convert an opportunity means company to company there will be a different scenario. Some company says that once inquiry comes, if they paid us some initial advance amount, then only move into opportunity. We don't want to entertain with fake inquiries. Okay, to avoid that, they can put up the condition. Or the standard procedure is if a sales guy want to close that inquiry, he has to move into an opportunity. So once he convert the lead, that is going to be divided into three parts. If you want to see, we will again this topic we'll see later. But as of now, I'm telling a brief understanding about that. Then once a lead is come, so he has to convert. See, select convert. So once he is converting, it's going to be divided into three parts. Account means the company name. Contact means from the company who is the contact person. Opportunity means the complete details. So once you convert, what will happen? The lead information get divided into three parts, and it will not available here further. Okay, because it's splitted into three tables. In interview, you will get a question. Once we convert the lead, can we see the lead details again in the lead table? No, it's not a reversible process. Okay. Now on the opportunity, the sales guy will follow all the sales procedure. Okay. The sales guy will follow all the sales procedure to close the lead. So the sales guy will day one he will go and meet them. He will try to analyze what product they can buy, and then he will propose the quotation, and then they will see the quotation and they say, "So let's talk after some time." Again he will go and meet. Okay. Again he will go and meet, and again they will propose. So whatever the proposal that he given the sales guy, the customer will ask for the negotiations. If everything is fine, then he says yes. If he doesn't satisfy the customer, say no, I'm not interested. If he says now ABC company will become a customer to RD company, if he says no, then in future RD company again they can follow for other product to sell. Okay, so that's how these tables will help us. Okay, now once the product has been sold out, if any service related issues, okay, will get stored under the case object. The what case object stores all the service related issues. All the service related issues. Now, what was the survey? What was the issue came? Means, let's say now ABC company brought the product and they are using. So over a period of time, if they have any issue with the product, they will contact to RD company saying that, hey, we got a product from you and now the product is not functioning properly. Can you help us? So that time the service team will use a case table to generate a service request. Okay. So what case table? It stores all the service related issues and what was the issue came and how the service team is responded for that. Everything gets stored under the case object. Okay. And account and contact table they use for a reference. Okay, which company raised the issue and from the company who is the contact person, those details get stored under the contact table. Okay. So this how these tables will be used, okay, when we are using Service Cloud and Sales Cloud. Any questions? Any questions till now? That's what you can see if you go to application. See, campaign lead, account, contact, and opportunity. Now, if you go to Service Cloud, okay, campaign lead, account, contact, and opportunity. Now, if we go to Service Cloud, case, account, contact, case, account, and contact. Any questions till now? Any questions? So we talk about what is an object. Object is nothing but a table which contains a record. The combination of rows and columns is nothing but a record. Number of record forms the object. So objects are two types. One is a standard, another one is a custom. Okay. So we talk about what are the standard objects are available for Sales Cloud and Service Cloud, and then we have seen how to change if needed the object names by using rename tabs and options. Okay. And all these standard objects we cannot delete. If you go to Object Manager, see we don't have an option to delete the standard objects. So whatever the custom object that we are going to be create, it can be editable, it can be deleted. Okay. The custom object will come as the API name as after the name of underscore C. It will come as underscore C. Okay. So next class we will talk about next class we will talk about next class we will talk about what are the standard tables that we can apart from standard tables, what are the custom tables that we need and how to create a custom tables and add to app. Okay, so that we will see in a next class. I'm done for today. Any questions? Any questions? So please go through the day one recording. Please create a practice environment. Okay, so please provide a Gmail while creating your developer editions. Don't give different emails. Okay, sometimes you will not get an emails because of security purpose. Give a Gmail ID and wait for some time. Okay, while creating an account. So you will not get within 1 minute. Okay, at least 5 minutes. You have to wait and check. Sometimes it will get fast. Sometimes it will take late. So create an account. Go through the navigation. Create an apps. Okay, see what are the options are available in these objects and how to rename and all. And I'll also send you the trailhead links. So read that. Okay, so I'm done, guys. Any questions? Okay. See you on Monday. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.